Welcome back to U.S. Farm Report this weekend. Chip Flory joining us for Chip's Corner. Chip, when you look at the ag economy right now, really there are some concerns. When you look at commodity prices where they are, hearing a lot more concerns from farmers, from ag lenders, and seeing a lot of comments that not only are we seeing commodity prices where they are, but we're in this position with no farm bill in
Right,
place.
right. Yeah, and some of the improvements that are needed to the farm bill, we don't have those in place. Now, those are some of the improvements that are focused on in the House version of the bill that has passed the committee. So we've seen a little bit of progress on that, but not nearly enough. Now, we recently had a conversation with Senator Jerry Moran from Kansas, and he remained optimistic that there would be a farm bill effort that would be after the elections in a lame duck session of Congress. I don't know. Maybe Senator Moran was being just a little bit too optimistic there. Now, this last week, we had a conversation with Senator Joni Ernst from Iowa. She's a little less and maybe a lot less optimistic that the farm bill is going to be taken up in a lame duck session of Congress. And as a matter of fact, Senator Ernst suggested that there's another reason why it might be slowed down.
If we feel that we will be holding the gavel in January of next year, then of course, Senate Republicans would much rather wait, where we can actually strip out a lot of these pet projects that deal more with the Green New Deal rather than the farm. We would like to see a lot more for our farmers. For heaven's sakes, Chip, it's called the Farm Bill.
Yes, it is. It is called the Farm Bill. Now, I do want to stress that Senator Ernst did say, listen, if we could move a bill that looks like the House version that passed the House Ag Committee, they would move forward with that. That is also what the framework of the Senate bill would look like, according to Ranking Member John Boozman. But we had a conversation with Randy Feenstra from Iowa about the farm bill. They just came out of a committee meeting on Wednesday of last week, and he's not very optimistic that we're going to continue to move this forward. He would like to see the Senate go ahead and push forward, but when we basically all we've got is bullet points from Senate Chairwoman Stabenow on what the farm bill should look like, and you can't move forward on bullet points. You just can't. You got to have the full text.
That's a good point and a good reminder.
Yeah.
We still do not have the full version of the Farm Bill from the Senate Ag Committee, correct?
Right. That is exactly right. We need that before we can move forward. Now, over in the Senate, they're saying, hey, let's go ahead and encourage Chair Thompson to take it to a floor vote. And if they can pass the Farm Bill through the entire House, well, then that would put more pressure on the Senate. But that's a tough thing to do with the Senate so far behind.
Well, what I'm gathering from your conversation, Chip, is are we going to see a farm bill this year? It's a game of politics. Anyone knows, anyone's guess. You talk to different senators and they have different ideas on when we're going to see a farm bill. Well, Chip, thank you for those discussions.
I'm losing optimism, Tyne.
Yeah, well, you and me both. Thank you so much for those
You bet.
comments. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Chip Flory, host of AgriTalk. You can catch him weekdays at 10 a.m. Central as well as 2 p.m. Central. All right, we need to take a quick break. And you may enjoy avocados, but do you even know how they're harvested? We are going to take you. It's a trip to California to an avocado grove next.